everybody, welcome back to Piraeus, Greece. This is the FIBA Olympic Qualifying Tournament 2024, the second semifinal between Dominican Republic and Croatia. Well, the winner of this game will play in the final against Greece, and that will be a rocking and rolling affair. Every time the Greeks play, they are packed in here. You see, they won earlier. It was really no contest, 96-68 over Slovenia. Giannis Antetokounmpo, one more win away from playing at the Olympics for the first time. But if you look at this Croatia team and you look back at that Croatian tradition, they might just have the best chance of preventing that from happening. They've claimed Olympic qualifying spots at 2 Olympic qualifying tournaments. 2008 and 2016, Dominican Republic trying to make it to the Olympics for the first time. I'm Jeff Taylor, joined by Michael Roll. And Michael, it's been a tournament. We anticipated Slovenia being the biggest threat, but really now it's one of these two teams, the Dominicans or the Croatians.
Yeah, coming into this game, it's probably the favorite of Croatia. And as you mentioned, they have a history of upsetting the home teams here. Unfortunately, I was victim to that in 2016 in Turin, Italy. They played phenomenal, and they have some very good star power on this team. So look for them to have a good showing against the Dominican Republic, if possible. Try not to have heavy minutes so you can get ready for a tough game tomorrow against Greece.
Dario Saric was the MVP of the tournament in 2016 when they stunned Italy in overtime in the final. Of course, they also had Bojan Bogdanovic and Krunoslav Simon, amongst others.
Yeah.
Is he a better player now than he was then?
He is. I think experience obviously helps on his side, but it's like he got stronger. He was always played strong. He's a bull in the paint, but man, he's just moving people out of his way with ease. Look for it again, but Dominican Republic, also strong and feisty team. We'll see how it works. Yeah,
Dominican Republic come out expecting to win every game they play, as it should be. And we're looking at some of their stars coming out, including Gian Montero. And you see a lot of quality in that team. Andres Feliz, and of course, Chris Duarte, who is going to be a handful. We believe we're going to have Eloy Vargas available tonight to play inside. That's going to help, as well as Luis Santos. But they're going to have to go up against the likes of Ivica Zubac, who has been one of the star performers in this tournament.
He's been absolutely phenomenal, just a force in the paint. Nobody can move him out, and his teammates are finding him right underneath the rim.
Well, Nestor Che Garcia, the Dominican Republic, ready for the national anthem along with Croatia. So we'll hear those and be right back with you.
Please remain standing for the national anthem of the Dominican Republic.
Always a pleasure to hear those players singing the national anthem. It just illustrates what this is all about. These guys coming out and playing for their countries.
Anytime you can, represent your flag, your country. Everybody plays with pride. You know, Luka set that example in the previous game, dealing through injuries, a long NBA season. He did it. These guys out here do it for the love of their country, playing with their friends. So it's a special moment.
And these guys are refereeing for their countries. Julio Cesar, Anaya Frail, Manuel Mazzoni, and Ahmed Al-Shawali. Panama, Italy, and Iraq. And they get the call today for what might be described as a crucial game. The winner advances to the final to take on Greece. And the winner of that tomorrow will advance to the Olympics. I don't think there's any doubt about it. Greece are the favorites. Obviously, they've already got one foot in the door. And which team is going to make it? But if they do end up facing Croatia, it is going to be a test, we would imagine. Goran Filipovic, Jalen Smith, Mario Hezonja, Dario Šarić, and Ivica Zubac in the starting five with Borman Kapusta, Filip Krušlin, Vranes Brankovic, both Drezniaks, and Nakic coming off the bench. And we talked about Zubac and what he's been able to do. That's not too shabby.
Not at all. The second game, unbelievable game. Efficiencies in the 40s. He was seemingly unstoppable. The only time he missed is if he just missed a little chippy himself, but he was dunking, giving you the jump hooks right around the rim, offensive rebounds, and he was very Gazelle-like running the floor.
That's a good description. He was like running with the wind, getting down, whether to block shots or to finish fast breaks. And of course, that just makes it awfully difficult for the opponents to have to contend with a big body, very athletic and quick. But this Dominican Republic team, they are feisty. Angel Nunez, Victor Liz, Andres Feliz, Eloy Vargas, and Christopher Duarte in the starting five. Peña, Montero, De Leon, Simon Garcia, Polanco, Enriquez, and Santos coming off the bench for Che Garcia. And you could see this guy's quality in the last game against Greece.
He was lighting it up. You know, 5 of 8 from downtown. We highlighted that. Many of them from very deep, too. A couple feet beyond the three-point line. So to force the defense to come out that far and pressure you opens up your driving ability. That's why you see the 7 to 8 from the line. He's able to get in there, create contact. He was playing very physical. And even at that, getting in the chest to some of the other players and talking smack. So you need somebody that's chippy like that to get after you.
Josip Cesar, the coach of Croatia, former point guard. And very colorful Nestor Che Garcia.
Colorful is a great way to describe it.
I mean, he connects with his players. There's no doubt about it. And he is a great fit for this Dominican Republic team. That is indisputable, having coached them 2 FIBA Basketball World Cups here at the FIBA Olympic Qualifying Tournament. So Croatia and the Dominican Republic. And it's great also that while they're here, they're able to get out and sample some of the culture in a different country. I know you saw Duarte out in the fresh air of this wonderful city.
Feeding the Mediterranean.
I know that when you played, you like to go out and sample the food. Greek coffee.
Greek food is phenomenal, yes. The Fredo cappuccinos. Oh, wish I could bring that back home.
Victor Lee's almost running into the cameraman there. So it's Dominican Republic taking on Croatia, the winner to take on Greece in the final of the FIBA Olympic Qualifying Tournament here in Piraeus. France beckons. Which team is it going to be?
We'll see what kind of game we have from Filipovic.
Good afternoon, everybody, for just joining us. Croatia in the red with the first possession, taking on Dominican Republic in the white. Croatia attacking the basket to the left. And a reach and a foul called on Feliz early, so the plan clearly, if Zubac gets his catches, he's got to get some help defense. Look at this. 3 players homing in. And there's probably a little bit of contact there from Feliz.
You got to love it. Feliz saying it's all ball. Pretty good wrist action.
He was named to the All-ACB team this season, the Spanish Liga Endesa, which I think is widely considered to be the best league in Europe.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Filipovic puts it up and misses. So he started as hot as a firecracker against Slovenia, but has cooled off since. Filipovic, of course, he made several threes against the Slovenians. And I don't think there's any team from a guard standpoint that this Dominican Republic team is second best to. I think they might have the best backcourt in this Olympic qualifying tournament. Maybe a bold statement, I don't know.
Bold, yes, but arguable. Yeah. Then you add Montero coming off the bench, who is electric. Maybe the best trio. That might be a better way to put it.
And Ahmed, the Iraqi referee, signals possession.
Saw him working on the signals this afternoon in the weight room.
Well, it takes his craft seriously. I know that they want to give a good presentation. There's Duarte. Stops and he pops. And I'll tell you what, he definitely likes the Greek food because his stroke has been golden.
Picks up right where he left off. That was a beautiful tween cross, kind of sets up the defender. Anytime he can get to his jump shot, it's a win for the Dominican Republic.
Here's Šarić. Oh, look at the bounce pass and look at the dunk from Zubac. Šarić is just the complete player. I mean, he was really the best player of the game against Slovenia. Yeah. And we talked so much about the greatness of Luka Doncic, but Zubac that day was every bit as good, if not more. Šarić was every bit as good, if not more. There is Duarte driving in. And what's interesting about Duarte as well, defensively, he can guard the bigs or some of the bigger players down low. Maybe not Zubac. That's probably a little bit too much, but he's definitely got some length. Hezonja for three. Hezonja just in a game against Brazil in the warm-ups couldn't miss. Hasn't been quite as prolific. And Felipe short. Here's Hezonja. Spins, turns, and gets it inside. And Zubac again.
Very clear, that's the game plan. Get it to him as much as possible. I think he's probably got the biggest advantage out of everybody on the Croatian team.
Oh boy, Hezonja just took it right away from Duarte. I think he surprised the Sacramento King. Now the ball chased down by Šarić. Okay, I said that he could guard anybody, but Šarić just ate his lunch that time.
Yeah, proved you wrong. Šarić just too strong. Drops his head, he's like a bull down there. Gets easily to the front of the rim. I think Duarte is too small to guard Šarić in the post.
There aren't too many players that can guard Šarić one-on-one. He is so strong in that upper body, but also those trees that are as big as oak trees, those legs that are as big as oak trees. Full of muscle. There is Felipe, and if he keeps hitting that one, he's going to be very Felipe. That is a big-time shot. 8-6.
Showing why you live in Valencia.
Zubac spins, turns, and fouled. Called by the Panamanian referee.
Yeah, another clear foul that a player wants to be.
Šarić showing his move again,
yes.
Getting to the rim. Hezonja gets blocked by Duarte. That's what I was talking about. Glad he finally did that. Here we go. Duarte gets it in the paint, hands it off to Vargas, and Vargas goes up for the rim rocker. Eloy Vargas has always had that attitude. He'll take on anybody. He's got to prove it, though, against Zubac. Here's Filipovic. Misses another one. Oh, good start for the Dominicans. 10-6 here against Croatia. Trying to get to the final to take on Greece. The winner of that game will have the ticket to France. Duarte again into the paint. This time takes the shot and hits it. He is pure, would you say?
He's cooking. I mean, his shot has been money ever since he got here into Athens. think you need to look to be a little bit more aggressive if you're Duarte.
Filipovic back to Zubac. Hezonja with a little pump fake. And gets it to drop.
Beautiful step back to the corner three. I'll tell you what, that's a new age basketball right there. It used to be shot fake and drive, maybe for the pull-up or all the way, but now it's to the step back wide open three.
Moving screen on Duarte, called by Mazzoni, the Italian referee.
That's his second foul.
This was the good from Duarte into the paint, and the silky smooth release.
Excuse me, his first.
Vargas with his dunk. Zubac gets it inside and is fouled, and right now they just cannot stop number 40. They've got no answers for the big fella. Even the big fella doesn't have the answer.
Yeah, Vargas, a taller guy. You know, looking ahead, if Croatia are to advance, that's going to be Papagiannis, who probably is maybe even a little taller than Zubac, so that would be a good matchup.
Well, right now he's going to have to go up against Luis Santos. Santos has come in. And Zubac has also missed a free throw. He came in, Zubac having attempted quite a few free throws, shooting 100%, so that's his first miss of the tournament. And makes the second. Santos has been very good for the Dominican team. There he is, handing it off. And Feliz not happy after that. Ball goes out of bounds, and the foul called on Croatia. You know, Karl Anthony Towns played last summer at the FIBA Basketball World Cup for this Dominican team, and his presence obviously would make a huge difference for this team. Al Horford hasn't played for this team since Caracas, the 2012 FIBA Olympic qualifying tournament. I know that those guys would both like to be out here, but
I was always curious if some of your guys don't show up for this OQT, but then you make the Olympics. Do you always allow them to come? Do you reward the guys who were here playing, getting you to the Olympics? How that works?
So I guess every federation and country's got a different policy. There was the bucket. I know that, for example, Danilo Gallinari was added to the Italy roster for the last Olympics.
Now, some of those NBA guys who don't play the OQT is because of contract reasons.
Yes.
So I understand that.
So Valanciunas, for example, would join Lithuania.
Yes.
If they qualify. There's Šarić. Nicolis is yet to get anything going. The captain. Not real suffocating defense by Croatia at all, is it? A lot of room to maneuver.
Yeah, letting the Dominican just float around unappeased. No physicality on the defensive end.
And the pass goes out of bounds. Cesar looking on.
Substitution for the Dominican Republic, shot Montero.
So Feliz, good start for him. I mean, anytime you leave the game and your team is leading, you have to say job well done. Montero now in the game, and that presents an altogether different challenge.
Yeah, much different styles. Montero with that electric ability to get to the rim.
And look at his Santos. Boy, that was on a platter, but I don't know with Santos catching this if he's worried. I don't think he's too worried about Zubac. He just didn't catch it.
Yeah, but in Montero, he shouldn't pass that because, to your point, if Santos catches it cleanly, Zubac is right there. What's he going to do with it?
So just shoot it.
Yeah, Montero needs to keep that, not force his teammate into a bad situation.
Good. Look at the steal from Victor Liz. Now he gets it up to Montero. Yeah, you're right. Victor Lees pulls up, and boy, he missed that one badly. Looked like it slipped out of his hands almost. Victor Lees really being active with the hands on defense. 6 of 11 for the Dominicans, 5 of 10 for Croatia from the floor. You know, Smith wants to let a few fly from deep. He's going to drive in and a little finger flick.
Okay, that was surprising. Left hand.
That's some shaking and baking from Montero. Look at him go. Gets in now. That's more like it. And he gets the foul called, so he will go to the line. And his shot is pure. So Filipovic whistled for the foul.
Beautiful scoop by Jalen Smith. Left foot, left hand. Gets it up there before the defense is able to rotate over.
So interesting substitutions here. We haven't seen that much of Nakic early, but he comes into the game for Croatia.
Yeah.
And Krushlin also comes in.
Hezonja looks frustrated.
Wow. Montero doesn't look quite the same player right now, offensively, missing his first free throw. What was that you were saying?
Hezonja looks very frustrated.
He does, doesn't he?
A couple of different times he's been barking at the referees.
Also the ball thrown over his head. He wasn't too happy about that.
See, from your leaders, you want to just excuse all of that. Just keep
you got to have the body language.
Yeah, the body language is he's sitting at the end of the bench when he comes out. You got to be the leader. You got to set the example for everybody else.
I mean, no excuses, but he's had a long season. Probably like you at the end of the day. Foul call down low. Sometimes the patience isn't there. Do you mind cleaning up after supper? That's why you have to train the kids young to do their parts. Player's been cleaning up is Ivica Zubac. And he is back at the line and making the free throw. Leading his team in scoring, no surprise, and maybe, well, they did lose, even though they lost to New Zealand, he had a huge game. And I think a lot of people would say he's an MVP candidate. Certainly if Croatia going to win this.
I'd say currently I'm in my all-star 5.
Yeah, he's arguably been the best player. It's hard to say that with Šarić on the court because he's been so good as well.
Yeah.
Peña. Enriquez in the game. Santos puts it up. And they're definitely the Dominican shooters not looking quite as comfortable tonight. Santos has had a nice feathery touch up to now. Here's Peña guarding Šarić. And boy, Peña won that battle against Dario Šarić.
I think the first person in the OQT to win the post-up battle against Šarić. Šarić did lose it, but Peña gave great resistance, stopping Šarić from the up and under.
He did have that big swipe down from on high. Sometimes gets you a foul called, but referee was in good position.
Brankovic sighting early.
Yeah,
that's exciting.
Checks into the game. Wow. That'll probably be, I think the Dominicans, as they call the foul here on Krushlin, do not want to be lulled into a false sense of security, thinking that because Zubac is out, they've lost their inside presence, because Brankovic is a beast.
High flyer, standing tall.
Really good minutes the other night against Slovenia. Here's Lees. Krushlin really tough on his defense. Smith calling the play, the final seconds of the first quarter ticking off the clock. Smith looks like he's going to put it up. He does. Nope. He does indeed, and does not get it to drop. Oh, what an opening quarter. Croatia end up taking the lead. But it is a battle. It's every bit the battle that we expected. And Croatia lead is 16-15 over the Dominican Republic.
Great defense to end the quarter by the DR. Forced Jalen Smith into a really three-point eve, to be honest. But a slow action game, 16-15, only 4 threes and 3 threes respectively attempted. We got a nice battle. They've handled Zubac. He's got 7. Outside of that, I think they did a good job frustrating Hezonja and also stopping Šarić to a point.
So Duarte clearly has to be firing on all the cylinders, and Montero also needs to find his game. I mean, you know, if the strength of this Dominican team is its backcourt, those two guys have to play well.
Yeah, and Duarte, actually fantastic quarter minus the foul. Shot it well, got in the paint. You see here the assist to Vargas, allowing him to get on top of the rim. Great draw on the Zubac. Going to take a team effort. Feliz, nice start to the quarter as well, also in the paint.
I think probably as we look at Feliz scoring here, that your point about Hezonja not looking happy, it's because he knows that he needs to play better. And again, add the other aspects of being a long season. Courtside 1891, get it in your smartphone, scan in the barcode, download the app, get those video streams, schedule scores. You can get it on Google Play or from the App Store.
There we go. Make sure you get it.
Duarte wondering when he's going to go back into the game. But with Zubac out of the game, you would think it's imperative that the Dominican Republic maybe get their noses in front here. Because when he comes back in, it's going to be a little bit harder on both ends of the floor. Feliz for 3, not there. Brankovic, very big man, saw some hands way up there.
Take the rebound above the rim. That's what you're taught at a young age. Very fundamental.
So it's Nakic, Krušlin rather, Brankovic, Šarić, and Smith on the court right now. And that's probably a foul they're not going to be too concerned about giving up. Peña on Šarić. He tries to stick with him. Smith back to Šarić. Krušlin in the left corner. Count it! There you go.
Excellent ball movement from Croatia. Smith swings it to Šarić, who gives the extra pass to the corner. Big time knockdown.
Biggest lead of the game for Croatia, 19-15. Enriquez has it. He's got Nakic on his back. He puts it up. It rattles out. Brankovic with the rebound. Krušlin open floor. Falls down. Fortunately, he gets it over to Smith. And Zubac seeing his team extend the lead while he's out of the game. Krušlin, a crucial player when he's hitting his threes.
A big factor to this game is Croatia's depth. I think it's very valuable that Coach Cesar is getting 2 of his guys some early rest right now, not pushing them to the limits early.
Oh. Šarić with the foul on Peña. Boy, Peña's doing a good job on Šarić, getting under his skin. I'm sure he sold that well. Interesting clash between, keep an eye on Šarić in the upper right part of your screen, and Peña starting to heat up. And that's what they need from this guy to heat up. But Montero starting the game cold. Smith gets it to Krušlin. Now he takes it from the other corner, but misses. And it's that length underneath the basket that's making it difficult for the Dominican Republic to get those rebounds.
2 great defensive rebounds from Brankovic. Now he's going to save, tries to get the rebound, but saves it to his team, so they retain possession underneath the rim.
They got to guard Nakic out on the perimeter as well, because he will make those shots. Here's Shards going up against Pena again, forces him out. And look at that, another offensive rebound with good quick hands from Felipe, and then Shards gets it right back. He's going to go up, and he's going to get blocked. What a contest. Those who love defense, you're seeing a lot.
Montero, the shortest guy on the court, able to sky. Yeah, nice swipe at the ball. Shards, not known to be a high flyer, gets caught.
Smith from deep. And finally, Duarte able to knock it over to Santos so the Dominicans can get the basketball back. Pena from the left corner. Count it! I'll tell you what, that head-to-head battle, so far so good for Pena. Now Nakic gets the baseline, he goes in, banks it in. Interesting that Duarte allowed him to have the baseline. Felipe, entry pass, that's more like it.
Excellent pass, able to get in the middle of the lane. Great things happen when you get 2 feet in the paint. As you see, Brankovic have to step up, and the drop off for Santos, the easy 2.
Krishlan from the wing, rattles out, Brankovic, the rebound. Offensive rebounds have been big for Croatia. They are rebounding overall. The Dominican Republic 12-9. Duarte took that one while being surrounded. Might have been somebody open. There's Jalen Smith. Krishlan again. Feet set. Launches. Look at those. Boy, I tell you what. Dominican Republic, you cannot fall asleep on them after you get the rebounds because they're taking the ball away.
I think they have to start to box out a little better. Brankovic just living underneath the rim, collecting everything both defensively and offensively. They have him listed at 2'17", 7'1".
Felipe into the paint. Oh, look at the twisting move from Andres Felipe. And after a somewhat difficult game the other night against Greece, he has really come back to his better form tonight.
Reminded me of Shea Illy, the way he's getting through the lane.
Maybe he saw Shea doing it against Croatia, so he's going to do it. But there's Brankovic once again, just earning a living off the offensive glass. That was a big-time play by Felipe.
2 in a row, too easy for Croatia. I think Brankovic need to step up a little bit more, but there's got to be better ball pressure.
He's got 9 points. Midway through the second quarter. Pizzania back in the game. Ooh, maybe got away with a push. Good play defensively once again by the Dominicans. Duarte in the paint, steps back. How do you stop that? Boy, that was big time. Dominican Republic back on top. Hezonja gets deep, doesn't score. Montero fouled by Brankovic. Dominican fans get behind their team. I mean, Duarte makes that shot even though there's contact.
Yeah. You see here, Felice using the rim to protect himself. Even then, Brankovic with the almost near block. Just right past his outstretched arm. Good English on the fellow touch. It's a game of inches, right?
Nice English. Montero would like to get some stuff going to the basket, but so far Felipe is carrying the team. Here he is from the elbow. And then Capusta fouled in the backcourt.
That's going to be his second foul. I felt like Dominican Republic was getting back in transition. I think Felice, you're too important to this team to pick up that early second foul here with 4 minutes to go in the second. I would have let him keep going.
Goes over the screen. Zubats catches it. Back outside to Capusta. And his pass. Look at the defense again. The quick hands from the Dominican Republic. Now here they are at the break. And it's going to be Duarte that's going to. Oh! And Duarte was fouled as he went up. Excellent work. And I'll tell you what, they have made some plays underneath the basket, taking the ball away from Croatia. Here is Hezonja.
But Gian Montero, the way he shot out of the cannon right on the start to the break. Yeah, Hezonja gets him just enough to make him lose control on the layup.
Foul creation by number 8, Mario Hezonja. 2 free throws for Chris Duarte.
Misses the free throw. He's a perfectionist. Not happy with that. It's the second. Timeout on the court. And the Dominican Republic up 27-25. The Croatian fans looking on. Nerves. The winner to face Greece tomorrow with a ticket to the Men's Olympic Basketball Tournament, Paris 2024 on the line.
All right, everybody, it's time to get some t-shirts from our official sponsor, VE. Okay, let's
Number 4 is on the court. You take it. Solo quiero presionar toda la cancha. ¿Presionaron?
Dejen que reciba, para que no haya ayuda. Dejen lo que reciba, para que no haya ayuda.
Tiene tiro, tiene tiro, tiene tiro. Right. Acá. Hagamos.
This is going to be the highlight package of Chris Duarte. That's a very good touch floater shot. Running through the lane, getting down to 2 feet, jump stop, still floating forward. Makes it look a lot easier than it is. He's got a quick 10. Might finish with the half with 12 or 14. Great start to get his guys going. And I think even better, he's played great defense on Mario Hezonja.
Yep, it's been the Duarte and Felipe show. 19 of their teams, 27 points. Zubats back in the game as Croatia look to finish strong here at the first half. Zubats spins, turns, oh boy.
You cannot leave that one-on-one. Nobody can handle that down low. You have to send the double, whether it's strong side or turn and baseline, either or.
Dos Santos decides to shoot it and only grazes the net.
Great drop step fake. Gets back to that left shoulder. As a defender, you have to know that's what he's trying to get back to, the right-hand hook. It'd be better if you force him to the baseline.
Change of substitution, correction, number 11, Eloy Vargas. For number 40, Luis Santos.
Well, you can't see it, but Montero and Nakic are talking at mid-court. Nakic seems to have taken exception to Montero trying to save that ball in bounds. I don't know if he hit him on the way past. Of course, he's going to try to save it.
So now it's Vargas' turn to try and play defense.
Will the help come? And the foul call, that is number 3 on Eloy Vargas. So Andres De Leon in the game helping out. Look at the play right here again. Yeah, he got him on the right arm.
Exactly what I said. I mean, try to force him to the baseline, so he's got to use that left hand. And unfortunately, with the contact, you send him to the line. Now you got to go to the bench with 3 fouls. De Leon was doing a good job sitting in the help.
Vargas over there talking to the referee, saying he just had his hands straight up. Kulas goes to the line. Makes the first. And the second.
Looks good from the big man. It's hard to be that tall and shoot free throws. Yeah, the sweet stroke.
Yeah, he has been tough in every respect here at this FIBA Olympic qualifying tournament in Piraeus. Nunez in the game. Hands it off to Duarte. Now Montero. Drifts in, puts it up, and still can't get it to go. Trezniak in the game. There is Hezonja and Montero with the rebound. So it's Mateo Trezniak in the game. His brother Dario is still on the bench. There's Montero. Seems to be getting the flow, but good hands from Capusta.
Montero with the slow start. Only 2 attempts, but he just can't get in that rhythm right now.
Here's Montero for 3. It's one of those things where I think he likes to get it going to the basket, more so than trying to get on track from deep.
Yeah, always better to start inside and work your way out after you got a
charge, bullying his way down low, and this time the foul called on Nunez. They got to be careful with their reactions to the Dominican Republic. They don't want to get a technical foul called.
Char's been bringing his hard hat the whole tournament, just bullying guys, dropping his head, dropping his shoulder, making you get out of the way, creating the contact.
You like the hard? I think you should go out and find him a hard hat and give it to him before he leaves.
I'll tell you what, I'll find one today, and if they advance, I'll bring it to the Greek game tomorrow.
There may be one lying around the arena somewhere. Just say, here you go, Dario, you deserve it. 1.5 minutes to go in this first half. Oh, nice little handoff, but what's he going to do with it if he catches it? Santos. Sarge, oh, what a play, Šarić. And there is the drive, and it's Trezniak for Croatia. Excellent work from Croatia.
I'll tell you what, a little bit lucky on that fast break. A little bit sloppy pass from Hezonja to Šarić, but they're able to save it. Trezniak hitting all the way to the rim.
Look at that. I mean, look at this.
Good touch.
That is just sublime.
And it just opens up like the Red Sea.
I can see it now. The Red Sea parting for these guys.
There we go.
Where they're wearing the red as well. So alarm bells ringing for the Dominican Republic. Let's go down to the bench and listen to Che.
Son muy grandes, Chris. Jump stop. Tira el floater. Ahora vamos a hacer.
Hagan los cambios de ángulo más rápido.
14. Vamos. 14. Salgo. Vení rápido.
Well, it is
Juego acá con Chris.
been an intriguing game watching how the Dominican Republic have tried to
Hey, vamos.
not necessarily clog the paint, but be active with their hands on defense underneath the basket to try to combat this man.
They have done a very good job, I will admit that. They just, when he gets that low, you have to send the help, send the double. He's too big for one-on-one, and you want him to pass. Get it out to the other guys, Dresniak, Kapusta, let them make the plays.
.1:15 to go, first half. Montero desperate to get something going to the basket, and I'll tell you what, the Croatians have scouted him well because they're not giving him anything. Duarte drifts in. Got the shot he wanted.
Yeah, a little bit short on the fade.
Good kick from Montero. Look at the frustration from Montero. You can see he's not happy with how things are going. That man needs to dig deep here.
When that happens as a player, you want to get to the free throw line. He is so good at getting in the paint and snaking around.
Kapusta.
Got to look for the foul.
Oh, in the block, and he still made it. Santos had his hand on the ball as he went up. And Zubac was so strong that he was able to keep it and put it in.
And Santos is a big man himself.
This time, Zubac, Dresniak whistled for the foul. This is good for the Dominican Republic. It puts them on the line.
Montero heard me. Get to the free throw line. Get your game right.
Yeah, what is that? When you're struggling like that, if you can get to the line and make a free throw, does that make all the difference in the world?
Yeah, just seeing the ball go through the rim, it's just a mental load off your shoulders. It's like just a psych trick. Gets you right. Now you think your jumper will go in too.
First number 3, shot Montero.
And the second is good as well from Montero. Let's see how that changes his outlook as he closes the gap to 6 points. The dump to Šarić. He falls out of bounds, is able to make the pass. Kapusta drives in, banks it in.
Wow, Kapusta with the running right hand.
He's effective. It's not always pretty, but effective. Montero, yep, he was probing, and that is a beautiful handoff, and what a finish. Also to get the foul called on Zubac.
Almost noticeable.
Oh no, it was on Dresniak.
Montero with a little bit of extra in his step as he's driving there after he saw the free throws go in. Great drop off.
Good job. Getting to the line, back to a 6-point game. Oh, Šarić gets it off. And that's how it finishes. So Croatia kind of edging their way in front here late in the first half. 37-32. Croatia on top of the Dominican Republic at halftime. The winner faces Greece in the FIBA Olympic qualifying tournament final here in Piraeus.
Great job by Croatian staff to stagger the breaks for their big three, if you will. Not everybody had to play heavy minutes. Look for them to be a little bit more energized in the second half. The shooting just not there, though. 2 for 12. That is below their standards. Part of that, Mario Hezonja, very frustrated in that first half. Look for him to get going. But if you're going to be happy about anything, it's Ivica Zubac, 13 points. Phenomenal first half.
Duarte started really well, maybe lost a little bit of zest. Zubac sat down for a while, came back in. I mean, those two guys will be pivotal. I mean, maybe the one that plays better is going to be the difference down the stretch.
It usually comes down to your stars at the end if it's a close game. Duarte has that ability to get it going from deep, can kind of single-handedly take over something, but as Ivica Zubac has shown that ability already in this tournament, I think it's just going to be determined by Croatia and if they're going to be up for it with their minutes.
They've done, you know, I mean, Croatia are leading, so I don't think they need to worry in that sense. But you have to say the Dominican Republic, if your main concerns were slowing down those bigs, at least they've been able to contain Šarić a little bit. He hasn't been quite as impactful as he normally is. He's got 4 points on 1 of 4 shooting. He does have 4 rebounds and a couple of assists. He's also turned it over
him down and Hezonja too. So I think you did a good job.
Yeah, Hezonja hasn't done much at all, really. He's got 3 points on 1 of 5 shooting from the floor.
Been more frustrated about his teammates and the referees than he's played.
But it's like you said earlier, the others have done the job for Croatia. Kapusta hitting that shot. Zubac has had his moments where he's got to 13 points. And then Šarić has had his moments. I mean, that was just an elite play.
There's the parting of the Red Sea.
Education, health, justice. We sometimes take these simple things for granted. They're not common for all of us. We are all born on the same planet, but not with the same opportunities.
Whatever our gender, color, belief, or capability, we are one. We are all on the same team. Let's convince those who never thought they'd do it that they can. We can. Together, we are stronger. No matter your origin, basketball can bring everyone together. Basketball for good.
Misses. Is this the 10th assist? Yeah. He gets the triple-double with the full court heave.
Play it out as Alvarado has it. Alvarado looking to put the nail in the coffin. Deep three. Hey! Hey! Jose Alvarado. Nasty. It's San Juan. And gonna have a play it down. Finds Spellman, goes up. Oh my goodness! Amari Spellman with the throwdown. Here's Lopez. Great move! Lopez rising up and crushing the orange.
I did not see that coming. I didn't see that one. I did not see that.
Darwin trying to penetrate, goes in, finds a Diddy. What a play! What a time! Sublime primetime time coming from Sergio Darwin.
Need a big body out there to contend with Kutatsev. But how about Shengelia?
Shengelia, with the lineup they have at the moment, one of the front line has got a matchup that they can just go at.
Backs it in. Stoll on the push. Down the lane is Jaime. Up top! And Ibarra hammers it home. Josh Ibarra with the sledgehammer.
now with South Sudan having qualified for the Olympics and just kind of basically exploded on the scene. They're going to be the favorites wherever they play, right?
Oh my, the alley-oop to Papagiannis.
The vision from Salathis, probably the best lob thrower in all of Europe. Papagiannis, what a threat.
Pass.
Yes. Oh my word! Iago Phineas with authority on the glass.
Iago Phineas missed the shot. Never stop playing though. That could be a key play as this game develops.
Back Sudi now, wants to go inside. That's it. Back to Salah. Hesitates, nowhere to go here. Down good. Oh my goodness! Key toss. Thank you, as they would say in Suomi. That is unbelievable.
These guys will be legends in their own country, but also in the international basketball world forever.
(37-32), Croatia on top of the Dominican Republic at halftime, and probably the biggest reason why is that man right there. Zubac's 13 points, just having his way most times when he gets his hands on the ball in the low post. Look at that move right there.
You just can't stop that length. It's almost like a sky hook, going to the middle. Great footwork. Made the defense believe he was drop stepping all the way. Turns around. It's like a sweeping hook. Gets a nice touch right over the rim.
You can see where he's been scoring.
Perfect from the field, 4 of 4. 5 of 6 from the line for 13. That man been shooting it lights out coming into the game. 50% from 2, 43% from 3, 80 from the line. He's got 10 in the first half. Gonna need more of that in the second half if you're gonna will your team to win. You're down 5. He's had some beautiful drives. Look at that left, right. Finish with the right hand over the 7'1" center coming to block your shot. And then this one right here, stopping on the right foot, more difficult than people can expect.
Have you seen enough from this Dominican team to think that they can win this game down the stretch?
They could definitely win this game, yes. I think if Montero gets it going a little bit more, it hasn't been his first half, but he did get to the line there at the end. Had a little bit more pep in his step, so I think if he's able to turn it up and then they continue doing everything else, I think they're slowing down Sharch enough, frustrating Hezonja enough. That's definitely possible. Now, would that be better for us if they were to win and face Greece? They already lost, so I think.
Well, maybe it's hard to beat the same team twice.
Yeah, that's true.
In a tournament.
Yeah, that's true.
And I think Greece is far and away the best team at this event with their depth, their execution. You know, and it would take something special, I think, for either of these teams to beat them right now. Yeah. But you got to play the game. And Greece have come up short before. I think a lot of people expected them to qualify in 2012 for London. They did not. They were upset by Nigeria. 2016, they were with you in Turin. Lost in the semifinals. And then they got to the final in Victoria and lost. So they've got to prove that they can win the final, or when it counts. But they do look like they are locked in, especially with their coach right now. There's Zubac again, just coming back out. had a day off to rest. Guessing they probably had a good practice.
Much lower scoring game than we've had any of these game days, 32-37. Most halves have been in the high 40s, even 50s. Zubac, the only guy in double figures for Croatia with 13. There's only two guys in the game. Duarte has 10, but other than that, everybody's working on 3, 4, 2.
Well, Feliz has 9. But often that's because Šarić is the guy that scores, and Hezonja needs to kind of shake out of it, snap out of it, rather.
Yeah.
Well, there have been 4 FIBA Olympic qualifying tournaments. This is one of them. Brazil and Latvia, I think, is what a lot of people anticipated would happen in Riga. That'll take place tomorrow. Brazil coming from behind to beat the Philippines. Latvia seeing off a very good Cameroonian team. And then you've got Spain and Finland trading blows right now. Bahamas, as expected, have won against Lebanon, so they are in the final, turning out to be every bit as good, if not better than people anticipated. And you've also got San Juan later, which is going to be interesting. Lithuania, Italy, and then Mexico and Puerto Rico. So the winners of all the FIBA Olympic qualifying tournaments will advance to the Olympics, where you have 8 teams.
That's right, that game's much later just because of the time difference.
You gonna stay up and watch?
No.
Might set your alarm. I think I might set mine. And you've got, obviously, Che Garcia coming out. What's he gonna do different? You've got France hosting the Olympics. Then you got World Cup winners Germany, Serbia, the team they beat in the final. Then you got Canada, who beat the USA, as well as the Americans. They will be in the final. And I think those teams, France, including the top 4 from the World Cup, are the teams that everybody's looking to get to the podium. We'll see what happens. You've also got Japan, South Sudan, and Australia. It's going to be interesting to see Australia's squad when that comes out. If they stick with the guys that they had last year. I've been seeing in social media there might be some changes, unconfirmed. And
we should know soon.
We should. Very soon indeed. Get courtside 1891 in your smartphone by scanning in the barcode to get those video streams, schedule scores, and more. You can download it on the App Store or Google Play.
Let's make some noise for Croatia. The second half is about to begin. Let's see who will win Greece tomorrow at 9 in the big final.
Well, Jalen Smith, we haven't seen him really get it going. We saw that one lovely drive by him.
In Paris 2024.
The left-hand scoop was pretty, although he doesn't get too many shots for this team. Playing with the national team. You know, he comes in but averaging 10 points. Shooting well, 54% from 2, 40 from 3. Just getting 26 minutes a game, but when you have the dominance of Zubac down low, I understand.
Second half underway. Croatia attacking the basket to the right on your screen, wearing the red. Hezonja comes out and misses. 37-32. They need his scoring. Maybe not to win tonight, but ultimately they will. And there's Nunez misses an easy one. It's almost as if the ball slipped out of his hands. Antonio Peña. Feliz goes right at Hezonja and scores. I think those guys are going to be teammates, aren't they, at Real Madrid next year?
Yes. Feliz going to have that in his bag to be able to tell. Kind of bodies Hezonja a little bit with the right, left.
I fouled a few times by Hezonja.
This is not Hezonja's best showing. Doesn't take much for him to turn it around. Maybe just see the ball go through the hoop once.
Free throw shooting has not been great for the Dominican Republic. They could rue that by the end of the game, and that's what you do, Hezonja. When things are not going your way, you make sure you score.
Just so athletic, able to get to the rim like that. That might be it to get him going.
Duarte, oh, what a play. Pump fake. Zubac flew past. Zubac still has such long arms, he was still able to reach back and kind of try to put him off the shot. He's got 12. Duarte. Pena guarding. Zubac down low, trying to put his big body on him. Here's Šarić. Oh. And Nunez can't do anything with him.
This is going to end up with some bruised ribs. That was a ferocious shoulder to get Angel Nunez, the big guy, off his block.
Was Pena that had the success against Šarić, but he was guarding Zubac. An offensive foul.
Yeah, Pena stopped and threw his hips out to knock Jalen Smith off his path. Correct call by the official. Here we are, Mario Hezonja. So good at getting baseline for the dunk. Seen it in multiple games. You have that athletic ability. It's amazing.
He should do it more, shouldn't he? Zubac goes to work. Pena. Talking to one of the referees earlier, and he was talking about how Pena is the one Dominican Republic player that does a lot of, shall we say, questioning. Hezonja. Filipovic back in the game as well. He's guarding Montero. I don't think he can hang with him. There's the reach.
A little 5-side come in.
3 fouls.
If you're Montero, well now Feliz, I think you need to look to attack Filipovic.
Not sure about the positioning here. Nunez and Montero are right beside each other, and Nunez drives in a powerful move right at Dario Šarić. Can't stop that. Filipovic drives right, tries to get away from Feliz. Can't shake him. Gets the pick from Zubac. Hezonja for 3. That's more like it from Super Mario.
The activity is there. He's been given a little bit more effort, missed the baseline jumper, but hey, after the dunk, that's a deep 3. It's up to 8 for the game.
Montero just not going to challenge Zubac. Nunez. And a foul called on, is it Pena or Feliz? Feliz.
Substitution for Croatia, number 4.
Here it is. Feliz trying to just get the rim. You know, it's not involved in the play. It's a tough third foul.
Number 11,
Well, he's indispensable in this game. He's got to figure out a way to stay on the court. Zubac going at Eloy Vargas.
That's just way too easy, yeah. Dominican Republic, you have to send help, send the double, strong side, weak side doesn't matter, but you have to send 2 at him.
Montero. Here's Hezonja, goes behind the back, loses it.
Questionable move. When it's not your game going like that, I don't think you want to do the mustard, saucy behind the back layup. Use your size and strength.
I mean, you're going up against Duarte. It's just not a good decision. Billy's beautiful bounce pass with Eloy Vargas. Nice soft touch from Vargas.
The pocket pass was perfect. Great timing.
Jalen Smith being hounded by Gian Montero. Subas, let's see his free throw. Oh boy, is there nothing he can't do? He's really emerging as the MVP of this OQT at this rate. Of course, they'd have to win it. Ball goes out of bounds. $17 points. Interestingly, the thing about Zubats today, just 2 rebounds.
Yeah. Brankovic came in and stole them all.
Brankovic deserves more PT, perhaps. Montero for 3.
Just can't get it to fall.
Victor Lees is going to come in, try to bring some perimeter game. Hezonja gets deep, stretches the lead to 10. Montero shaking and baking, gets it to Vargas. He gets blocked by Zubats. Montero, and then he's fouled by Zubats right at the end. He took on the big fella, and the big fella says, wait a minute, I didn't even leave my feet. But did he lower his arms a little?
I think he was coming into him. Here it's a clean block, got it up top.
Damn, he's got his hands all over Vargas. Now that looked clean.
That looked clean, yeah.
But I think he had his hands all over his shoulder when he went up. But it's Montero that ends up going to the line. Oh, Mazzoni's heard it all, hasn't he? He's like, yeah, whatever.
Just stop talking to me.
Did you hear him when he was mic'd up in the Basketball Champions League? It was hilarious.
He has given some sarcastic remarks.
Yes, it didn't need to.
So here it is to Vargas. Yeah, they save it. I think they're arguing that he was coming into Montero as he was going up.
Well, it's a good thing Montero's been able to get to the free throw line, because otherwise he hadn't been able to score. He's 0-5 from the floor. And look at that, Montero takes it away from Capusta. It goes kaput. Now Victor Lees gets to the baseline. Trying to get the ball to Duarte in the right corner, or the left corner. One thing about Montero, defensively, at least he's not eased up. He's got a block and a steal. Duarte leans in, and he gets to the drop. He's fouled from behind by Hezonja.
Great use of the body to hang in the air, taking the contact. Really stretched the Croatian defense out wide, and then gets to the drive. He's jumping into Hezonja. Hezonja's got his arms up. Gets it to go, though. Friendly roll.
So he makes the free throw. Hezonja upset. That's just the way it goes. And Montero this time called for a trip. It's his second foul. Peña has 3. Feliz and Vargas also have 3.
Yeah, Montero gets the leg in there, forces him to fall.
So now both teams over the limit the rest of the way in this third quarter. Hezonja stops and shot. How can you take that shot when you've got Zubats, who's just absolutely dominating Montero's. Oh, look at that. And the domination comes on the defensive end, but then he doesn't get the ball, and Vargas trails and cuts the deficit to 3 points. Kapusta. Jump stop. Finds Smith. Vargas with the rebound, and Kapusta. Oh, no, they call the foul Nunez.
Yeah, Nunez gets Shards in the back on the box out. Shards crashing the glass. Had the position. All Nunez could do was foul. It's going to send him to the line. Costly foul. Here it is, pushing the back. Yeah, clear push in the back.
Absolutely. Well, the reality is if he doesn't push him in the back, he gets that and scores. And now Sharks, that's been the one, what is the word I'm looking for?
Achilles heel?
Yes, his Achilles heel in this tournament. Or it's been the one string to his bow that needs tightening.
Ooh, nice. I like that one.
Hezon, you're taking a seat. Cruzland back in. Montero, mazy run. Just doesn't look comfortable shooting the basketball today. Shards quickly rebounds and runs. Goes all the way down. My goodness. What a big swing that is. 4-point swing. He now has 9 points and 5 rebounds.
I think Coach Garcia might want to get Felice in there for Montero.
Yeah. Nice pump fake. Great defense. The hands were up. Great hustle, Nunez. That's a good sign. Those Dominican players diving on the floor for the loose balls. .47. Cruzland's quietly had a good tournament.
Been a great contributor.
Yeah, he really has been one of the best of the others. Good job. Vargas picking it up, and he gets it. Oh, look at the hustle from Zubac. Well, give him some credit for going down. I thought he had a good block, but
yeah, Zubac stuck his hand up right away. He knew he fouled it.
Hopefully Duarte's going to be all right. Yeah, I think again he kind of like used his body well to make sure he got the contact.
Yeah. On the shoulder. Oh. He's okay. He's up.
That's only the second on Zubac.
Duarte looking to get to 17 for the game on only 9 shot attempts.
If you look at Vargas standing next to Zubac, you're like, huh, they're about the same size. But Zubac just plays so much bigger, doesn't he?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he's just, I guess it's the long arms.
Looks like he's got some more weight to him as well. Stronger lower half. That's why nobody's able to move him out of the paint.
I think he's underrated.
He's highly paid.
Well, that's true. He makes a little bit more than I do. Shards drives. And good hustle. Cruzland coming up with the ball. A crucial possession. Zubac back outside. Kapusta pump fake. 3-second violation. 3-second violation.
You don't see that very often. Definitely was. Zubac didn't leave for maybe 7 seconds, but
the Croatian players are telling him they don't agree. But what a surprise. Here's Vargas from the elbow. That was a early shot. And nice spin, nice shot. Oh, he missed the shot. Look at Zubac gets the rebound. Well, they got away with a bad miss there. Now Kapusta gets blocked by Lees. And then Lees makes the play, reaching around and throwing it off Borna Kapusta.
captain with the extra effort. Comes from behind, gets a block, then saves it out of bounds off of Kapusta.
It looks like Kapusta kind of gave up on it. He wasn't aware that Liz was going to go for the ball.
It was almost like the soccer kind of let the ball go out of bounds to retain possession. And for that, he gets subbed out immediately for Filipovic.
Filipovic has been a little anonymous. This will be a good chance for him to make an impact. Montero wants to try to get into the paint, and he's fouled out high. That's good for Montero because that's where he's been earning a living, at the free throw line. Not a good foul.
To your point, Montero 0 for 7 on the game, but 5 of 6 from the line, creating a lot of contact, drawing the fouls. Tough call for Jalen Smith. That's only his first personal, but the team was in the bonus.
Yeah, that was a tough call for Smith. He's out there playing some good defense.
First throw.
So he's now 6 of 7 at the line. Zubac also has been doing some heavy lifting at the free throw line. He's 5 of 6 for Croatia.
Second shot good.
And the Dominican Republic are like very pesky right now. This Croatian team effectively playing with fire if they don't put them away, because this Dominican Republic team is good. But don't forget, of these two teams, it was the Dominicans that played at the World Cup last year. It wasn't Croatia. So don't be fooled into thinking this is not a great team. It is. If they can win this game, they'll have a chance to go to the Olympics. They'll need one more win, a big win against Greece. The winner of this game, oh, look at this, the pass! And Nunez just kind of lays it over to tie the game, and Che Garcia leading the Dominican fans and the players in cheers. Beautiful bounce pass. Look at that pass.
Vision.
Duarte.
Nunez, every single game, gets a backdoor cut out of the corner, right to the rim. Nice dunk. And the camera didn't show it, but Che Garcia was really hyping up Duarte after. Almost gave him a kiss. You see the celebration. He pulls his teammates aside.
Ajmo raditi akcije. Ajmo raditi pune kretnje. Ajmo raditi dobre blokove. Ovdje kad napravi blok, moraš iskoristiti blok. Iskoristi blok, uđi od bloka, pa onda ga prevedi. Odskoči 3 metra u stranu i na šutu si sam. Mora brži rok biti. Ajmo odigrati jedan sprej. Idemo odigrati, ajmo odigrati sa Darijom. Dario nek bude ovaj koji dolazi. Rani flash. Ti mali samo udriblaj na stranu. Krule, ovdje ovaj Nakić i ti budi ovdje. Idemo ovaj blok i spej. Ajde. Ostalo je 11 minuta. 11 minuta. Znači sad čuvaj loptu, obrana sve na najviši nivou, ako mislimo dobro. Ajde.
And now we've got a real drummer in our hands. That's it. Keep on hitting those.
Yeah, it's just one of those games for Croatia where they have some clear advantages, it feels like, with Zubac, and then maybe haven't fully capitalized. I mean, he's got 17 points, but he's only got 4 rebounds. And that just shows the activity of the Dominican Republic, although Croatia are out rebounding him 30-19, but they've identified Zubac, trying to limit him in some ways. Charlotte does
Croatia
have the 5
with the
boards,
13 turnovers. I think that's been the story of it.
A lot of that credit goes to the Dominican defense. Šarić takes it deep, tries to make the pass. Nunez doesn't allow the pass inside to Zubac, and then Krušlin. Maybe a little fortunate not to get a foul call on there. So they'll take it down to about 7 seconds. Montero, he's not going to take on Zubac, surely. He's going to put up a 3, and he's not going to make it. Chance. Filipovic puts it up, and it's short. So we go to the last quarter trailing, or sorry, we go to the last quarter knotted, 53-53. Dominican Republic and Croatia. The winner to play Greece in the final.
Dominican Republic win the quarter by 5. They had the last possession. If you're Gian Montero, I think I want to see you try to get in the lane or towards the rim. You're 0 for 8 from jumpers, but you're 7 or 8 from the line, so you got to try to get there. You see the three-point shooting, 6 of 29 from both teams. Just hasn't been a great shooting night either way. Feliz really started off living in the paint, collecting fouls. You see Che Garcia celebrating his team's good moments. The super junk from Mario Hezonja. He had a good little spurt after that, but hasn't also been his night. See if he can get it going in the fourth. It's been a phenomenal game. 2 stars so far. I think Ivica Subats and Chris Duarte from both teams. Been excellent. Both have 17. Gonna need a big fourth quarter from both of them if you're gonna try to get this win.
You see plays like that and you're like, okay, Zubats is the difference for Croatia.
Yeah. No, he is. He's brought it every single game. This is their 3rd game, and he's played great every time. Šarić had a great first 2 games. Hasn't quite got there for this one. Mario Hezonja, not his best night, that's for sure.
Well, Dominican Republic has scored 17 points off of those turnovers that you talked about. That is definitely the key. And here we are, 53 apiece. Filipovic, Nakic, Zubats, Krušlin, and Šarić in the game for Croatia. It's Liz, Montero, Luis Santos, Nunez, and Duarte for the Dominican Republic. And remember, the winner of this game plays tomorrow. So here's Montero. Not sure what's going on with him. He can't make a shot. Duarte, that's off. Luis Santos with the rebound. He goes up strong, and there's the follow. They stay with it. Great job, Victor Liz, crashing the boards. Victor Liz for 3. How about that? The man that gave the extra effort, the captain, then hits the three-pointer.
The 4th try. Got to rebound the basketball.
Now Che Garcia is in full Che Garcia mode, whistling.
Playing defense on the sideline.
Yeah, boy, that is what you got to do. You got to ride, jump on the back of Zubats.
Yep.
Let him take it, Croatia. Clear your clear advantage.
Interestingly, no Feliz for Dominican Republic. Some extracurricular after. Duarte very upset with Krušlin. He says Krušlin got a free push in after the whistle. That's what you like to see. Krušlin still going at it. Montero not having it. We got a double technical. I like it from Krušlin. He's not going to back down.
They've given a foul to Montero, so it must have been on him. Oh my gosh, Nunez burying the 3. The Dominicans go up by 4 points. Their biggest lead in the game has been 6. Croatia have led by 10, but right now, the Dominicans putting the pressure on the team in red. Che Garcia whistling away. Filipovic for 3, not even close. What has happened to that shot since opening day against Slovenia for Filipovic? Here's Montero. Probes. Look at that spin. Back to Duarte. Shot clock down to 8. And the foul called. On Krušlin.
I think that's the first hand signal from the referee that I've seen. Let's try to see if we can get a look. Here's the three by Nunez. He has such a high arc on his jumper.
Substitutions for Croatia.
Just swishes that thing in there. Then the kiss and the three sign.
When we talk about the others,
we got another technical.
So technical called on the bench, the Croatian bench. Somebody said something. Well, that's costly because that allows Montero to go to the line where he's been doing all of his damage.
Hazonia checking back in. Jalen Smith back in.
That was not a good time to get a technical. Oh, look at this. Duarte gets in. Oh, boy, his pass intercepted by Jalen Smith. Great work. They've got an advantage. 5-on-4. Duarte slow to get up. Here's Zubac. And then he's fouled by Lis. It's the second foul on the Dominican Republic.
Smart foul by Lis. They had the 5-on-4, yeah. Captain with another heady play. Just kind of comes in there, almost gets it, but comes in strong. That's what you have to do.
Smith drifts in. Oh, there's Zubac for the putback. He's got 9. He's got 21. Nunez. Charles trying to hang with him. There's a 9 Montero the ball. Nunez, look at Šarić. Look at him get up to the ball. Šarić. And with 2.8 seconds left, it's going to stay at this end. Look at Šarić, the floor burn from the captain. Look at this.
Excellent hustle.
Excellent. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, almost gets it out before he gets out of bounds.
Nunez also kind of pushing off there.
Like a Sean Elliott moment, toes above the line type of situation.
Well, Šarić was saying that he didn't play dirty the other night. It'll be interesting to see what he says tonight. Ooh, that one looked good from Duarte, but did not drop. Here's Smith. Gets in, goes hard to the basket and scores and makes it a 1-point game. Heady play from Jalen Smith.
And he doesn't get credit for an assist, but Zubac with the screen for the assist kind of seals this guy, allows Jalen to get all the way to the cup. And the defense for Croatia has picked up after these technical fouls.
This drifts in. What a tough move from the captain. Nice footwork. Let's see if Che Garcia gets into defensive posture here. Look at him over there on the Dominican bench. Here he goes. It's time to whistle Che. Here he goes. Jalen Smith back to Šarić. He's open. He takes it. He makes it. Only the most confident players can take that shot and make it.
Šarić is a point guard trapped in a big's body.
Montero. Oh, finally gets one to drop. Che Garcia falls down, cheering.
Montero 1 for 10.
Now Jalen Smith launches it from deep and he hits it. And all of a sudden, a 3-point shootout.
It's been a low-scoring game all game until the 4th. Okay, we'll take some heaters.
Jalen Smith coming to the party here in the 4th quarter. 9 points. Got like a delay for some reason. Signal. Something about the clock.
Checking out if it's a 2 or a 3.
Oh, okay, I got you.
See, in this situation, I wouldn't mind the next dead ball them going to check, not stopping the game.
For a possible 2 or 3-point shot. The decision of the court is 3 points. So that's the only one we have, right? And do the first one the time. Can you zoom in? Do it then. We have feet on the line. And go back.
Looks like he touched the line.
He touched on the line. So after review, we confirm 2-point shot on the red 3.
Yep, you're done. He was touching the line.
No way. The shot on number 3 is 2 points.
Shot downgraded for 2 points.
So Montero's three-pointer ruled a 2. I think it's slightly, well, I'm not going to question the referees. But from that distance, it looked close. I mean, I don't know unless you can zoom in even more, but I mean, I guess that they were pretty convinced, so they're right. So Croatia back in front now, 65-64. And some of those types of calls have gone against Croatia in this tournament. They get a big one there. Duarte, nice pump fake, hands it off. And the foul, and Vargas going to the line for an and one. He needs to be careful he doesn't trash talk Zubac. Okay, so Zubac just kind of went with it.
Yeah.
Watch this. Watch the end. Look at this. Oh, yeah, he was fouled by Krushlin.
All smiles. Him and Hazonia having a joke too after.
Well, Kruslin's fouled out, so that technical foul does end up contributing to his early exit.
That's unfortunate because he's playing very well, been physical with them, knocked down the corner 3.
But I think two of the better X factors, Dresniak, Mateo has come into the game. For some reason, we haven't really seen much of brother Dario today. We haven't seen anything from him. Why hasn't Dario Dresniak played? So let's say the coach.
We're gonna have to figure that out. Coach Cesar, please let us know.
Dominican Republic back up by 2. Here's Vargas. Oh, and this is why you don't want to poke the bear. So 3rd foul on Dominican Republic, 4th foul on Eloy Vargas. And you have to wonder, it's only a matter of time, perhaps, before he fouls out of the game. They've also got Pena, who can come back in. He's got 3 fouls. So Vargas has been doing a good job. They don't want to lose him. Jalen Smith drives in, misses. And it's going to be Croatia basketball. 3.6 seconds remain on the shot clock.
Gotta go quickly. Beginning to set up for the 3.
He puts it up and he hits it. Wow. That might just be the shot of the game. Let's see how this unfolds. But Jalen Smith has been the star player for Croatia in this 4th quarter in winning time. That was massive. Now Feliz, you wanted him back in, you got him back in, and you got yourself a little layup. He's been waiting for a chance.
Yeah, he sat for a while.
Jalen Smith, he's feeling it. Oh, he throws it into the hands of Duarte, 3-on-2 break. Feliz, and Feliz gets it to Montero. Oh, he thinks he can take Dresniak. He gets it back to Feliz for 3. He misses with the long rebound. Hit out to Feliz, who puts up a little runner. Doesn't drop. And Zubac with the rebound. Now Hazonia for 3. That's off. But only red shirts for the rebound.
Yeah, you got to rebound the basketball.
Dominicans up by 1. Greece plays the winner of this game for the right to go to the Olympics. That game will be tomorrow night.
3rd foul on Nunez. I think you got to slow it down. You got to drop it in the post every single time down to Sharch or Zubac. They make good decisions. They're highly efficient.
Jalen Smith, the lob to Zubac. Zubac is just a tower of power.
That's very hard for big men to catch with people underneath their legs, but he did it so well.
Duarte hesitates, gets it back outside, gets out of the lane. Smith gets his hands up on defense, makes another play. But the ball ends up with Feliz and then Vargas. And the Dominicans didn't give up on the ball. It looked like Jalen Smith was going to come up with a steal. And with that, the Dominicans go back up 71-70 to 1 point difference in this game was the point that was taken away from the Montero 3 to make it a 2. Zubac gets down low and they can't stop him, the big fella. 25 points for Big Bad Ivica Zubac.
It's just a perfect drawn play because there's not even a chance to get the double. He's pinned down for Saric in the middle of the key, then just turns and seals.
Duarte says, look out, I've got this. He puts it up from deep, shots up, it's long. Zubac with his 8th rebound of the game to go with his 25 points. Zubac posting up Vargas. Oh, and the ball knocked away. Jalen Smith gets it, he puts it up. And it's Duarte that got in there to help out on the defensive Zubac, and then he goes in and gets the rebound. Yeah, you have to send the help or else you're not going to stop him. Basically, I mean, Vargas can only do so much. Beautiful bounce pass. Great defense, Saric. Excellent work, Dario Saric.
Zubac also cleaning the glass. Just one attempt, he's taking it every time.
Jalen Smith drives in and stretches the lead to 3.
Big
Jay
basket.
Garcia with the timeout.
Look at this drive. Able to get through the middle of the paint. If you're Vargas, you got to stop that, cut it off. Even if it's Nunez, one of them, you can't just allow Jalen Smith to kind of walk to the rim with the easy scoop finish. Jalen Smith, a very strong finish to the game, now up to 14 points. Let's see what Coach Garcia can draw up for his guys down 3 with less than 2 minutes to go.
Well, Croatia, they had to win the FIBA pre-Olympic qualifying tournament in Turkey, which they did last year. And that has given them a chance here. Look at the game recap. Each team has a challenge. Forgot about the challenges because the previous game, Greece and Slovenia used their challenges early.
Yeah.
Or at least Greece did.
Luckily, it didn't come into play for them, but we thought it was a little bit too early to use it for the first game in the first quarter.
Smith has really been good in winning time. 1:46 remains. Will the Dominicans look for a 3 if they have it? Will they take it or will they try to get the ball inside? I'm guessing if Duarte gets a look, he's going to put it up. Berezniak in the game. Look at Montero. Pena back to Montero. Shots up. And they battle for the ball. And it's Hezonja with the rebound. Defense from Croatia. Duarte putting the pressure on. Almost coming up with a steal in the backcourt.
Just barely get it across for the 8-second. Have to get a stop in this possession.
Zubac to the cutting, Saric. And they have called a foul on Duarte or Pena. Yeah, they've called it on Duarte.
Let's take a look at that. Duarte wants his coach to get the challenge.
Oh, that is close. Wow, that looks about as good as he gets.
Can you challenge that?
No.
No. Saric took a hard fall. I think that's what sold it for the referee.
I think so. Yeah, he sold it well. It's understandable. And he makes the free throw. Yeah. Saric is able to, if he struggles from the line during the game, He seems to be able to really lock in.
Look at Shard sitting in the middle of the stance.
Oh boy, and now they've got a jump ball with Zubac reaching in. And Duarte, look at this, has not gotten a call at either end in the space of 10 seconds. I mean, that is surely unlucky.
So it's a 5-point game. Yeah, it's, you're gonna have to foul now.
That's
probably the guy to foul.
Push.
Foul him.
You gotta know who you're gonna foul. No, they're not gonna foul now. They've let all this time go off the clock, and they almost got the steal. And they get it to Trashniak, and he goes in for the dunk. 78-71. Time is the enemy. Pena for three. Count it. That gives them a little bit of hope. Back to a 4-point game. And now they are chasing. They might come up with a basketball. It's a jump ball. They didn't call it. They get it anyway. Feliz for three. Misses. Long rebound. Montero for three. And he's fouled shooting the three. They called the foul on Jalen Smith. 7.3 seconds left. The Dominican Republic are still alive.
What a mistake. Cannot foul the shooter from deep. Sends him to the line for three. He definitely got him on the shoulder. You're not even in the play as a player. Just let him get it past you at that point. Oh, crucial mistake to get back in this game. First, Jalen Smith with the turnover to give it back, and now the fouling three-point shooter.
And Montero makes it. He makes the second. I'll tell you what, give credit also to the Dominicans. Who was it that hit that three-pointer? Was it Pena or Nunez? That was huge. Now, if he makes this, it's a 1-point game. Now, if you don't get the steal, you've got to foul, clearly. Although, to be fair, I mean, the way the Dominicans are playing it right now, they've been able to force the ball out of Croatia's hands. I don't know, but I don't know if there's enough time to rely on that. The thing is that they do foul. They need to foul quickly.
Yeah.
And then
you go for the steal on the first pass.
But then Croatia may not allow the Dominican Republic to shoot a three. They might foul them and put them on the line.
Right. That ensues that you have to make both free throws.
But then you're taking a chance because you don't want to foul them when they're shooting the basketball.
There's so many scenarios that coaches have, the decisions that you got to make.
What would you do in that situation?
If they're down three or if they're up three?
Yeah, say they're down. I mean, what would you do right now if you're the Dominican Republic?
You go for the steal immediately on the inbounds pass. If you don't get it, then you have to foul. It doesn't matter who it is. Save as much time.
But but you got to keep Croatia from heaving the ball up the floor as well. Because they might.
But you wouldn't mind it, because then it's Zubac, most likely. And then you foul him. Although he does have a sweet stroke, you want a big to shoot it, and
they're harder
actually
to make
not even in the game, so he's subbed out.
So they've got some good free throw shooters out there.
This
was the big one, yeah. So it was Pena who hit the big three.
Also, really high arc.
And so then say, if you're Croatia, then do you foul and prevent them from shooting the three? I think you do, probably. That's kind of the way in Europe, isn't it?
It's definitely the European way. It also does depend on where the catch is. You know, if it's in the backcourt, then yes. Probably want to let him get 1 or 2 dribbles to take as much time off the clock.
Mike, look at this energy tracker. I mean, that's 36 minutes for Duarte. That is a lot of minutes on the floor for him. And he looks about as energetic now as he did at the start of the game.
And mentally, you don't even think about that now.
Smith, they get it inbounds to Hezonja, and he fouls with 6 seconds left.
Perfect execution. Get it to a big body, easy pass and catch.
Now the question is, will the Dominican Republic, if Hezonja makes both free throws, will they be able to get the ball in bounds?
Oh, we might have to look at it
to see if it's an unsportsmanlike.
Yeah,
I doubt it. I think he's got it in his back pocket, and he doesn't want to lose it. You know what I mean?
No, I don't.
I think he's like, I've got it. The game's going to end. I haven't used my challenge. I may as well use it now in case
I understand that, but I'm thinking it's an unsportsmanlike because he's coming from behind. Is Duarte even making a play on the ball?
I think if this is an unsportsmanlike, it will be brutal for the Dominican Republic. Just listen
Go back. And then normal speed, please. Go back. Okay. Stop there, stop. And you go, yes, this one. Okay, first point of contact is trying to reach. Go. Go. I think even with the second hand, he's still trying to reach the ball from behind and not grabbing or making like excessive contact. So he first go. And a hit. Can you go? Can you go?
Right.
Can you go back again?
He's trying with the left.
With the left to go to the ball.
The second, he's not hitting. He's not grabbing, and he's just hitting.
Hitting on the ball who is on the ball. And also as the player is progressing, that's why he's going to the second hand. So after review, we confirm personal foul. The contact did not match the criteria for unsportsmanlike foul. So we got two shots on number 8, and the challenge is also successful.
We will restart with 6 seconds.
Yes.
So the Panamanian ref, the crew chief, decides it was a personal foul.
It hits 2 shots.
And I can understand certainly why Croatia felt like that might have been an unsportsmanlike. But you heard the referees explain it.
Shots for Croatia.
We heard him at the end, 6.2, but there's only 6 on the clock right now. See if that comes into play.
Well, this might be crazy. You might want to buckle them up. Certainly, we don't want you falling off of the stage here at the end of the game in case something crazy happens. 6 seconds left. Hezonja makes the second. So now, do you think this is a good idea that the Dominican Republic call a timeout? Because this also allows Croatia to go back and remind themselves what they're going to do defensively. Are they going to foul? Are they going to...
I think yes. I think it's more important to get a good play drawn. Maybe you have something in your bag of tricks here. If you're Coach Garcia, look for Duarte to come off a pin down. Even Felice, probably going to have both of them. And then Gian Montero maybe create for the others, get in the paint, look to kick out, that type of thing. But back-to-back threes, Nunez and Pena, the big guys can shoot, so all 5 have to be able to get out there and guard. So I don't think we'll see Zubac on the floor.
Croatia has to make sure if they foul, they're not fouling a shooter.
Yeah, while they're in motion.
Yeah, because
very tricky.
That's tricky, but also, okay, say they foul and they only award the 2 free throws.
Yeah. Technically, you still can lose. They make the first.
Exactly.
Somehow get the ball back.
So still
and
kind of
hit a
risky.
3.
So there is an argument for playing defense. But I would be awfully surprised if Croatia did not foul. So the Dominican Republic does not attempt a 3. What if they fouled while they were attempting a 3, they made the 3 and made the free throw?
See, that's the tricky part, is the offense knows you're probably looking to foul, so you're going to be constantly in the shooting motion.
So they also advance the ball, which makes it a lot easier.
Right.
If they have that option after the made free throws, you're not losing any time on the shot clock. It's just not enough. So Zubac's watching nervously. The winner of this game plays Greece tomorrow, and the winner of that game goes to the Olympics. That's how big this final 6 seconds is of regulation. Dominican Republic in the white, going to inbound the basketball. Where are they going to go? They get it to Pena, they get it to Duarte. They're not going to foul. Duarte gets it up, and he almost makes it. And just like that, heartbreak for the Dominican Republic. It almost went in. And the basketball gods have favored Croatia. I mean, they played great defense. They did not foul. That surprises me. And you got to congratulate, you got to tip your hats to them. They made the plays. 80-77, Croatia win it. They're still in the hunt. They're going to play Greece tomorrow with a ticket to the Olympics on the line.
I'll tell you what, it was a tough shot, but Duarte really almost gets it to go off the glass.
Crazy.
I thought he was going to pass it to Feliz. Feliz was wide open. Duarte had both guys come to him, but he had his mindset on shooting it himself, so tough.
I mean, he's a scorer. He's a shooter.
Yeah. And as soon as a scorer has his vision set on the rim, they usually let it go.
This Dominican Republic team, you really feel for them. I'm not sure they would have had enough to have beaten Greece anyway, so that might soften the blow as the days go on. But you know, you came within one made shot of at least forcing overtime.
And us fans have already seen Greece, Dominican Republic, so they get a different game now. Greece, Croatia.
I would have been happy to see the Dominican Republic play because they just also they look fantastic. They look just their whole attitude. But you're right. I mean, it's a chance to see Greece and Croatia, and it's not. Look at those numbers though. Each team 6 of 22 from deep. Both teams shot it well from the line in the end, and Jalen Smith gets to hug the family, kiss the family.
Croatia dominates the rebounding. Obviously, Zubac is a large part to that, but the 16 turnovers, that's a big concern. If you're Coach Cesar headed into the final against Greece, Greece just so good defensively, you're really gonna have to shore up the turnover problem. Try to get your rest, get to sleep as soon as possible if you can, if you're a Croatian fan.
I think Greece are going to start as prohibitive favorites. But Croatia, the mere fact that they're in this position, having missed the FIBA Basketball World Cup, and having had to play and win the FIBA pre-Olympic qualifying tournament to get to the final is quite an accomplishment for that team. So they will definitely, they haven't come here just to lose in the final, but what a tournament for the Dominican Republic. It's, you know, at no time was this safe for Croatia. And in many respects, maybe they got a little fortunate, because sometimes you need a little bit of luck on your side. And I don't think the Dominicans had the luck on their side, although they did have that late three-pointer call. That late foul on the three-pointer call.
Right, they did get a 5-point lead late in the fourth quarter, which was shocking. Usually you fight so hard you can never get over that hump, but they did it. But credit to Croatia to battle back. Dropped a couple balls down low to Zubac. No help in the paint, gets it done.
Look at the strength, man, of Croatia.
Yeah, he was juiced and sitting in front of us in the game. He was pumped on every play. Yeah.
Hopefully he'll get a seat. I don't think he's going to get as good a seat tomorrow.
No, this was going to be packed in the front rows.
Mateo Dresniak coming out and getting the minutes today. Well, it took about everything that Croatia had to hold on and win that game. But again, tip your hat. So Greece win at 96-68 over Slovenia, and Croatia with an 80-77 win over the Dominican Republic. That sets up, I think, a tasty final.
A lot of stars on the court tomorrow. Very good players, multiple NBA, high-level European. We're going to be in for a big treat. The only game, 9 p.m. local time.
Well, Duarte came with the Dominican Republic. They were outstanding at this Olympic qualifying tournament. Che Garcia, but Zubac in Croatia, hey, been here, done it. They're trying to do it again. Tomorrow they'll find out when they take on Greece for a ticket to the Olympics.